Good evening. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the World News. The headlines. Russian President Vladimir Putin to visit India from 4th of December to attend 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit, also to hold talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Cyclone Ditwa claims 69 lives in Sri Lanka. India sends aid under Operation Sagar Bandhu. US President Donald Trump announces plan to halt migration from all third world countries after White House shooting incident. Former Pakistan PM Imran Khan's sister files contempt petition over denied jail meetings. And 56th International Film Festival of India concludes in Goa with a glittering awards ceremony that honoured cinematic brilliance from across the world. Russian President Vladimir Putin will be on a two-day state visit to India from the 4th of next month for the 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. Mr. Putin will be visiting India at the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The External Affairs Ministry said that during his visit, the Russian President will hold talks with Prime Minister Modi. It added that President Draupadi Murmu will host a banquet in the honour of Mr. Putin.
Both sides are working on the annual summit, which is to be held in Delhi, to strengthen ties, and in that regard, several issues that form part of the outcome are being discussed and being looked into right now.
The forthcoming state visit will provide an opportunity for the leadership of India and Russia to review progress in bilateral relations. It will also set the vision for strengthening the special and privileged strategic partnership and exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. India today commenced Operation Sagar Bandhu, aimed at providing relief materials and vital humanitarian assistance and disaster relief support to the cyclone Ditwa hit Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has been dealing with a natural calamity for the past few days, killing 69 people, leaving 34 missing in the island nation. Authorities in Colombo report that the storm moves north-northwestwards and is expected to remain over the island till tomorrow. We have a report.
Sri Lanka remains in the grip of Cyclone Ditwa's devastation, with widespread flooding and landslides crippling communities across the island. The Disaster Management Centre confirms 69 deaths, 34 missing and more than 219,000 people affected. India has launched Operation Sagar Bandhu through INS Vikrant and INS Udaygiri, which have handed over relief material to the Sri Lankan Navy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed condolences and reaffirmed India's commitment to support Sri Lanka, while also adding that India stands ready to provide more aid and assistance as the situation evolves. President Anura Kumara Dissanayaka has called for full public cooperation, directing all 47 police divisions to activate emergency hotlines and mobilize rapid response teams. The government has deployed military units, rescue boats and air support missions to reach marooned families, while evacuation centers struggle to accommodate the rising numbers. For World News, Ahmad Moin Faruqi from Colombo.
Days after an Afghan national allegedly opened fire on two National Guard members near the White House, US President Donald Trump has announced a sweeping immigration decision, stating that he intends to permanently pause migration from all what he termed as third world countries. In a sharply worded post on Truth Social yesterday, President Trump stated that while the United States has advanced technologically, immigration policies over the years have weakened the country's progress and impacted living standards. Earlier, U.S. Customs and Immigration Service Director Joseph Adlow said that under President Trump's orders, he has directed a full-scale, rigorous re-examination of every green card for every alien from every country of concern. India is not on the list of countries of concern. Flooding across Southeast Asia has claimed more than 250 lives as relentless monsoon rains and a recent tropical storm continue to batter the region. Southern Thailand has been hit hardest, where the death toll has climbed to 145 and widespread flooding has forced residents onto rooftops. In Malaysia and 9 Thai provinces, tens of thousands have been displaced. Indonesia is also facing devastation on Sumatra Island, where floods and landslides have killed over 80 people and dozens remain missing. India's gross domestic product GDP registered a robust 8.2% growth in the second quarter of the current financial year, driven by strong performance in the manufacturing, secondary and tertiary sectors. GDP growth in the second quarter was higher than the 7.8% recorded in the first quarter of the current financial year and the 5.6% seen in the corresponding period last year. The country's nominal GDP grew by 8.7% during the second quarter of this financial year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed the 8.2% GDP growth in the second quarter of the current financial year. In a social media post, Mr. Modi termed the growth as encouraging and said that it reflects the impact of government's pro-growth policies and reforms. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in a social media post said that the GDP estimates reflects the robust economic growth and momentum of the economy. This is Akashvani and you are listening to the World News. We bring you the top international news and updates from around the globe. India has delivered 73 tons of life-saving medicines, vaccines and essential supplements to Kabul to cater to urgent medical needs of Afghanistan. External Affairs Ministry said in a social media post that this will augment Afghanistan's healthcare efforts. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan's sister Alima Khan has filed a contempt petition against Adiala jail superintendent and senior officials for allegedly defying an Islamabad High Court order allowing twice weekly meetings with Imran Khan. The move followed a sit-in led by Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Chief Minister Sohail Afridi after he was denied access to Imran Khan for the 8th time. Jail officials maintain that Imran Khan remains in Adiala jail in good health. The PTI continues to demand clarity on his condition and access for his family. Speculation surrounding the well-being of Pakistan's jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan continues to intensify after unverified Afghan media reports claim that he had died while in custody at Adiala jail. The death toll in the major fire that broke out at the residential complex in Hong Kong has risen to 128. The Fire Services Department has dispatched a total of 304 fire engines and rescue vehicles and used drones to monitor heat levels to prevent rekindling. Hong Kong's anti-corruption agency has said it has arrested 8 people, including 7 men and 1 woman, in connection with the renovation of the high-rise apartments that were engulfed in a massive fire. They are scaffolding subcontractors, directors of an engineering consultancy, and project managers overseeing the renovation work. The 56th International Film Festival of India concluded in Goa with a glittering award ceremony that honoured cinematic brilliance from across the world, marking a memorable finale to this year's celebration of films. Vietnamese film Skin of Youth has bagged the Golden Peacock Award, directed by Ashley Mayfair. We have more from a correspondent.
The wait is finally over. Golden Peacock Award has been backed by Ashley Mayfair's Skin of Youth. The Vietnamese drama, it follows precarious lives of San and Nam and the struggle for love and identity in the Saigon of the year 1990s. And it's a turbulent romance that explores the boundaries of humanity. The Silver Peacock went to Best Director of a Feature Film has been backed by Santosh Davakar for Gondhal. And meanwhile, Akinola Davies Jr. won the Special Jury Award for his movie My Father's Shadow. Also, Upema Rios bagged the award for Best Actor Male, while Hara Sophia Hostan won the Best Actor Female for Little Trouble Girls. Silver Peacock for Best Debut feature film was jointly awarded to Hissam Farahman's My Daughter's Hair and Toyne Spills Frank.
In badminton, Indian shuttler Tanvi Sharma advanced into the semi-finals of the Syed Modi International Badminton Tournament in Lucknow today. The 16-year-old defeated Senior and Happy Low of Hong Kong by 21-13, 21-19 in the quarterfinals. This win followed by a massive upset in the second round against the former world champion Nozomi Okuhara. Following her, Unnati Huda also reached the semi-finals with a 3-game 21-15, 13-21, 21-16 win against Rakshita Ramraj in an all-Indian quarterfinal. And now, before we close, here are the highlights of the bulletin. Russian President Vladimir Putin to visit India from the 4th of December to attend 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit, also to hold talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Cyclone Ditwa claims 69 lives in Sri Lanka. India sends aid under Operation Sagar Bandhu. US President Donald Trump announces plan to halt migration from all third world countries after White House shooting incident. Former Pakistan PM Imran Khan's sister files contempt petition over denied jail meetings. And 56th International Film Festival of India concludes in Goa with a glittering award ceremony that honoured cinematic brilliance from across the world. And that concludes tonight's World News Bulletin. For more updates, stay tuned to Akashvani. Good night.